Damn, man. Sis. Well, sis. It. Hmm. How would you know a difference? Is there a difference? Or are the majority of these women hoes? Keep it real.
You know the difference just by the stories they tell you and where they coming from and where they going. You know the difference. Just pick and choose your friends. But no, you usually don't remain friends with the hoe because you don't have enough energy to hang with them. You don't want to do what they want to do. You're not like minded.
It says, but aren't they? So let's say, because it seems like the bar for being a hoe or having those tendencies seems decently low. So what needs to change?
What needs to change for a horror?
Like if the assumption is all these activities that most modern women are doing are whole activities, is that cool? Is that just gonna be what it's gonna be, or does something need to change?
Something will need to change if they want to live more like a traditional wife. I mean, but if they don't, they don't. I'm starting to believe some women just have given up and just like bump it. I'm gonna
What
run this
about,
thing before you run me.
you think it's the minority of majority women that giving up?
That are whatting up, that are
Giving up, giving up, like you said.
I think it might be transitioning into the majority. I think we're kind of in between phase where there's still some good women out here, but I think some are starting to just be like, bump it, I'll die alone.
But is it minority or majority right now?
I think it's the minority still.
Okay. And you think that minority has simply given up on a relationship?
Yeah, I think they're just seeing the benefit of peace and just living free and doing what they want to do and picking and choosing when they want to sleep with an individual or go out. I think they're coming to terms with okay, where the million of us just might just remain single till we die.
Is that saddening to that minority of women?
Is it sad? No, I don't think so.
You think they just come to terms with it like somebody who has cancer?
They've accepted it. Yes, it is what it is. Especially if you don't want to date another race or something like that.
Is it somber?
No, you're busy, and then if you have a child or two, you're busy. Like you're just.
Well, no, I'm not saying that, but like, like you can have a feeling in the pit of your stomach. Not saying you're not busy and you can't function, but like I'm gonna be alone. I'm gonna die alone.
I think when you first consider that being your reality, maybe it feels a little lonely. But then, like I said, you're like women are transitioning into this acceptance of it. It's like a loss.
Is it? Oh, okay. So like a loss. Okay. Mm-hmm. So is that acceptance almost like a numbness?
Possibly.
So yeah. So along those lines, I think of it as maybe you have to readjust your dreams. So it could be a readjustment of that. And so yeah, you go through maybe like a mourning phase. You mourn it because it is a loss. I think that's a good idea because if you wanted it so bad, it's not going to happen. And then you just readjust and recalibrate what your dream is or whatnot. But I agree with everything Sis said. But I don't think it's saddening, like she said, or somber. I think it's just you just readjust your dream and you find fulfillment in other ways. And it does, and realize also that does make you less than of a person or less than of a woman if you don't get married. I think, we just have to, reimagine and readjust our thoughts. Excuse me.
Do you think it's
go ahead.
Well, do you think it's a mind game? Because you think that sometimes like you are less than, like if you don't achieve certain things per your gender, you are less than.
No.
But why?
Why don't I think so? Let's talk very concretely. Why do I think a woman is not less than because she's not married? Is that what you're asking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because marriage doesn't have to be the end all be all, and it doesn't have to define who you are as a woman.
Also, too, if you compare yourself to some women that are married, just like the lady that set her brother up to get killed to come challenge her husband, it's like if you compare yourself to many women, many stories like that, you're like, oh, okay, anybody can get married.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, you got a lot of negative examples. Do you think, sis, there's
saying,
more negative examples or more positive examples of marriage?
I mean, that accompanied with the divorce rate, if I have to compare myself or any other single woman to any woman that's about to get a divorce or just got divorced, or one of those crazy situations where the wife done killed the husband, or the wife done killed the kids, or the wife done cheated, or the wife got pregnant by another man. Like if you're literally comparing yourself to any of those situations, you're like, oh, anybody could get married.
Do you think there's more negative examples or positive examples? Are you saying that you take the negatives and say, man, I'm doing fine based on these? Is that how you do your math?
That is, yes. Well, I'm just saying it may not be as
glorious. Grass ain't always greener.
I maybe shouldn't put this on a pedestal because anybody could get married. Literally, you have people. You be like, you married? Like, geez. Or your wife did what? Or yeah, especially in the field I work in, you see all kind of mess. But or you got a husband, or you have a wife. Like, geez,
Yeah, I when I coach the kids, I see it. It'll be like this. Yo, damn, I fumble. But guess what they do? They go next to the other running back that fumbled, and they like, yo, I fumbled too. We all right. So they use that person to make them feel better, but the truth is it's still negative and he still fumbled. But now they find comfort in both of them failing. So if you're using negative situations to justify why or why not, I feel like it's like almost like a cop out.
I think people do that naturally, to feel better. Okay, so you have a good point there. But I still think that, okay, so I could consider positive marriages I've seen, but where are they? I haven't seen that many either in real life.
Okay, so you think there's more negative than positive, and if negative is the assumed outcome, you think that you're in a good place.
I think that I might just not be missing out on something.
Miss Nay, you doing a lot of nodding.
Because I agree. I think I see more negative aspects when it comes to marriage than I do positive. It seems like to this point, anybody can get married. They say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, but I know chicks that was hoes in college and they married. Like they was like ho 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 ho.
You hang out with them?
Did I hang out with them? No, I knew them. There was some that I didn't hang out with. No.
How you know they been?
Well, actually, I think there's one that I hung out with. She's not married though, but there's like two that I knew of. I'm sorry, you said how do I know their business?
Yeah.
Because it was like all over campus that's how they were.
Smashing the same niggas?
No.
Keep it real.
No, we wasn't. We weren't. We definitely weren't. No.
Not the cap.
Who's gonna say that? No, we weren't. We really weren't. But I think about what she's saying. I'm like, that's actually kind of true. Like I haven't really seen positive aspects when it comes to marriage. Not necessarily. Do they exist? I'm sure they do. But it seems like when you look at a lot of people's marriages, it seems like they're getting divorced over different things, like stupid things sometimes. Everybody's like, I don't want to be married, or I'm getting married for this reason. And you're like, what's the point? For me, I can say, okay, if you're looking at me and you're saying, okay, you slept with this person, that person. There's other women that have slept with more people than I have, and they still get married, but then they get divorced too. We're all in the same boat. It seems like everybody's in the same boat.
But you see what I'm saying? You with the running backs that everybody just fumbling. What if your lens was this? I am not achieving the goals that I'm supposed to achieve, and therefore I should strive for them as opposed to just flipping them. Why not do that? Why just accept failure?
You can still strive for it, just may not happen, but you can strive for it.
But why internalize that? For what reason? When there's not even
so you can get better, you can improve.
Oh, no, but there's not enough to go around.
But why you got to be the one left out, sis?
No. But I'm saying, well, why internalize something that just may not be for you? You know what I'm saying? Why do that when there's absolutely not enough black men to go around?
Do you think you deserve to be married, sis? Do you think that you've accomplished enough, that you have enough to offer, that a man would receive a blessing like Proverbs 31 if you married him?
I believe so, yeah.
So then why would you say maybe it's just not for me?
What I'm saying is just maybe. I'd also too rather consider that and internalize that versus just the am I deserving or not? That's all I'm saying.
Hell, it's so deeper than your question.
But let me get a few of these and then you can jump in. Tatum 32 to $2. Some men don't know their wife was a college freak. Yep. Savage with its $5. My bad. If you have more bodies than years married, that's a bad look. If you're a man and broke, also a bad look. Wild Wisdom with the $10. Marriages are truly love and war, not negative. It's called marriage. Yeah, I think that's solid. John the Baptist with the $5. If a woman doesn't think that it's a failure not to get married, then she is not traditional. So are most women traditional based on that statement? I think sis said it's dwindling, John. Mike Brown with the $5. Anyone can't get married due to niggas actually not getting married. Doc, you wanted to chime in? Then I got CT up. What's popping? You on mute.
All right, I'm just talking. So, real quick, just it's so much deeper than this, and for me, when I hear young ladies or young men who express their views about dating and marriage and stuff, I get concerned. But I'm also very thankful for the marriage that I have, because I wouldn't want to be single. It's too much going on in these streets, and I can't be so bothered. Because the reason why it's deeper than this question is because we've already had this conversation all throughout tonight. The male perspective is what drives this whole conversation. So welcome, young man, to the panel. Thank you. Because seriously, in my perspective, the man is what drives this whole conversation when we start talking about marriage. If the man has a perspective of a woman, be it negative or from the standpoint of you used to be a hoe or whatever, I'm just bringing that up because we've been talking about that all night, right? Or if it's my expectation is that you be submissive and you do this, that, or the third. If that doesn't align with the ideas of that woman, then it's not going to work. But in that same breath, what's happening is that woman is beginning to feel alienated, and it's like every man that I meet, I'm hitting this same brick wall. I'm coming upon these same scenarios. So you know what? To preserve me and my peace, I'm good. I'm gonna just do me, and whatever that looks like, and I'm gonna be at peace.